holy king. Pale ashes of the house of Lancaster, bloodless remnant of thy royal blood. Be it lawful that I invocate thy ghost to hear the lamentations of poor Anne, wife to thy Edward, thy slaughtered son, stabbed by the self-same hand that made these wounds. Lo, the windows that let forth thy light, I pour the helpless balm of my poor eye. Cursed be the hand that made these holes. Cursed be the heart that had the heart to do it. Cursed be the blood that let this blood fall from hence. More direful hap betide the hated wretch that I would wish on toads or spiders or any creeping venomous thing that lives. If ever he have a child, abortive be it, prodigiously brought to light in untimely manner, whose ugly and unnatural aspect may fright the hopeful mother at the view, and let that be heir to his unhappiness. And if ever he have a wife, let her be made more miserable by the like of him than I am made by my young lord and thee. What black magician conjures up such fiend to stop devoted and charitable deeds? Avaunt, dreadful minister of hell, thou had power over his mortal body, his soul thou cannot have, and so be gone.
Sweet saint for charity, be not so cursed.
Foul devil, for God's sake hence and trouble us not. For thou hast made the happy earth thy hell, filling it with cursing cries and deep exclaims. Or if thou delight to see thy heinous deeds, behold the pattern of thy butcheries. Look, dead Henry's wounds open their congealed mouths and bleed afresh. Blush, blush, thou foul lump of deformity, for it is thy presence that exhales his blood from veins where blood no longer dwells. Dear God, who made his blood revenge his death. O earth, which drinks his blood, revenge his death. Either with heaven and lightning strike the murderer dead, or earth gape open and swallow him up quick, as thou dost his blood, which his hell-governed arm hath butchered.
Lady, you know the rules of charity, which renders good for bad, blessings for curses.
Villain, thou know no law, God nor man, which even a beast so fierce no sun touch of pity.
But I know none, and therefore am no beast.
Oh, wonderful when the devil tells the truth.
More wonderful when angels are so angry. Vouchsafe divine perfection of the woman, of these supposed evils to give belief.
Vouchsafe diffuse affection of a man, of these known evils, but to give belief, no greater excuse but to hang myself.
By such despair, I should accuse myself.
And by despairing, you shall stand excused for doing worthy vengeance on thyself that didst unworthy slaughter upon others.
Say that I slew them not.
Then say they are not slain, but dead they are dead or slain, and by thee.
I did not kill your husband.
Why then he is alive.
Nay, he is dead and slain by Edward's hand.
In thou foulest throat of lies, Queen Margaret saw thy murderous fashion smoking in his blood.
I was provoked by her slanderous tongue, which laid their guilt upon my guiltless shoulders.
Thou wast provoked by thy bloody mind, that never dreamt aught on butcheries. Did thou killest this king?
I grant equal.
Dost grant me, hedgehog, for he was gentle, mild, and virtuous.
The fitter for the King of heaven that hath him.
He is in heaven, where thou shalt never be.
Let him thank me that hoped to send him thither. He was fitter for that place than earth.
And thou fit for no place but hell.
Yes, one place, if you will hear me name it.
Some dungeon.
Your bedchamber.
Ill lies inside the bedchamber that thou liest.
So will it matter until I lie with you?
I hope so.
I know so, but gentle Lady Anne, to lead this keen encounter of her wits and fall somewhat into a slower method is not the cause of the deaths of these Plantagenets Henry and Edward as blameful as the executioner.
Thou was the cause and the most cursed effect.
Your beauty was the cause of that effect. Your beauty which did haunt me in my sleep. To undertake the death of all the world so that I might live 1 hour in your sweet bosom.
If I thought that, I'd say homicide, to render this beauty from my cheeks.
These eyes could never endure sweet beauty's wreck. You should not blemish it if I stood by, as all the world is cheered by the sun. So I by that is my day, my life.
Black night or shade thy day, and death thy life.
Fair creature, thou art both.
But would I were to be revenged on thee.
It is a quarrel most unnatural to be revenged on him that loveth you.
It is a quarrel most just and reasonable to be revenged on someone who killed my husband.
He that bereft thee, lady, did to help thee to a better husband.
His better does not breathe upon this earth.
He lives that loves thee better than he could.
Name him.
Plantagenet.
Why, that was he.
Self-same name, but one of better nature.
Where is he?
Here. Why dost thou spit at me?
Would it were mortal poison for thy sake.
Never came poison from so sweet a place.
Never hung poison on such a foul toad. Begone, thou dost infect mine eyes.
Thine eyes have infected mine.
Would they were basilisks to strike thee dead.
I would they were that I might die at once, for now they kill me with the living death. Those eyes of thine from mine have drawn salt tears, shamed their aspect with store of childish drops. These eyes have never shed remorseful tear. No, when my father, York, and Edward wept, to hear the piteous moans that Ruthven made when black-faced Clifford shook his sword at him. Nor when thy warlike father, like a child, told the sad story of my father's death, and 20 times made pause his sobbing weep. That all that standers by had wet their cheeks, like trees bedashed with rain. In that sad time my manly eyes did scorn and humble tear. And what these sorrows could not thence exhale, thy beauty hath, and made them blind with weeping. I never soothed a friend nor enemy. My tongue could never learn sweet smoothing word, but thy beauty is proposed my feet. My proud heart soothes, and prompts my tongue to speak. Teach not thy lips to scorn, for they were made for kissing, lady, not for such contempt. If thy revengeful heart cannot forgive, lo, I lend thee this sharp-pointed sword, which, if thou please to hide in this true bosom, and let the soul forth adoreth thee, I lay it naked to the deadly stroke, and humbly beg death on my knee. Nay, do not pause, for I did kill King Henry, but 'twas thy beauty that provoked me. Nay, thou dispatch, 'twas I that stabbed young Edward, 'twas thy heavenly face that set me on. Take up the sword again, or take up me.
Arise, dissembler. Although I wish thee dead, I will not be thy executioner.
Then bid me kill myself, I will do it.
I have already.
Tush, that was in thy rage. Speak it again, and even with the word. That hand, which for thy love did kill thy love, shot for thy love did kill a far truer love. To both their deaths thou shalt be accessory.
I would I knew thy heart.
'Tis figured in my tongue.
I fear me both are false.
The never man was true.
Well, well, put up your sword.
Say then that I made my peace.
Thou shalt know hereafter.
But shall I live in hope?
All men, I hope, shall live so.
Vouchsafe to wear this ring.
To take is not to give.
Look how this ring encompasseth finger. Even so, thy breast encloseth thy heart. Wear both of them, for both of them are thine. And if thy poor devoted suppliant may but beg one favor of thy gracious hand, thou dost confirm his happiness forever.
What is it?
That it would please thee leave these sad designs to him that hath no cause to be a mourner, and presently repair the proudly place, where, after I have solemnly interred at Chertsey Monastery this noble king, and with his grave with my repentant tears, I will with all expedient duty see you. For divers unknown reasons, I beseech you, grant me this boon.
Although it pleases me to see thee become so penitent, This is more than you deserve. But since you teach me how to flatter you, imagine I have said it already.
Was ever woman in this humor wooed? Was ever woman in this humor won? I'll have her, but I'll not keep her long. What? I that killed her husband and his father, to take her in her heart's extremest hate? With curses in her mouth, tears in her eyes, having God her conscience, and these bars against me, and I nothing to back my suit at all, but the plain devil and disassembling looks, and yet to win her, all the world to nothing. Ha! Had she forgot already that brave Prince Edward, her lord, whom I some 3 months since stabbed in my angry mood at Tewkesbury? A sweeter and a lovelier prince, framed in the prodigality of nature, young, valiant, wise, and no doubt right royal, the spacious world cannot again afford. And will she yet debase her eyes on me, that cropped the golden prime of this sweet prince and made her widow to a woeful bed? On me, whose all not equals Edward's moiety. On me, that halts and am unshapen thus, my dukedom to regularly deny her. I do mistake my person all this while. Upon my life she finds the though I cannot. Herself to be a proper, marvelous man. I'll be charged for looking glass and entertain some score or two of tailors. Study fashions to adorn my body, since I am correct in favor with myself. Will maintain it with some little cost. First I'll turn yon fellow in his grave, and then return laughing to my love until I have bought a glass, that I may see my shadow as I pass.